Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you, Matt Norman.
Now, Mazzy, do you think I'm a shell?
I don't like that word. I think because it's cheap. But before you get to that,
you're an influencer.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. You know,
I'm going to pinch him right now. Who's not wearing green, Norman?
I'm wearing for the Black Irish.
The only reason Jim cares about St. Patrick's Day is he likes to go around pinching people who's not wearing green.
Yep. I already did my song, Ricks. Did I do it too soon? I might have.
Yeah, he did it backstage. He
Good
did it in the green
morning.
No, he came up with.
Hey,
it was on air.
Wake up, you sleepyhead! Get up, get up, get out of bed.
Okay.
Live, love, laugh, and be happy. God damn it!
I'm still waiting for my coffee to heat up. I haven't had coffee yet, so go ahead. Okay.
Where's this from?
Patty's Irish Pub.
Patty's Irish Pub, South Philly.
There's probably like 1,000 of Patty's Irish pubs.
No,
I don't know.
Is Patty here? Sunny. Patty, are you here?
It's always sunny. This is their.
We have a Patty, so. So I got this in the mail the other day from Kraft. This is a reissue. I have an original, quite pricey original. This sounds excellent. I'm going to go read back and listen to the original. Can't imagine that as I remember, this sounds so much better. So highly recommend this. In fact, this came out in 1969. It's kind of like, this is almost like a perfect jazz record. It really is. It's Joe Henderson, Don Friedman alternating with Kenny Barron on piano, Ron Carter, Jack DeJohnette alternating with Louis Hayes on drums. Excellent record. Excellent. So far, might be my favorite Joe Henderson record.
Wow, that's a statement.
It is.
Good morning, Rex. Good morning, Gabby. Good morning, Bill. Good morning.
The great thing about these jazz dispensary titles, they're not that pricey. They're not expensive. I think they're lower than like $40. So, what else is going on? I'm just looking at what people are saying. Yeah, it sounds excellent. It's pressed at RTI, vinyl, silent, dead silent.
Wait a second. You're only saying that because you got it free.
No.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Well, you know what? Here's the deal. It's not hard to say any of the craft reissues, OJCs, jazz dispensaries are good because they do it the right way, right?
Yeah. I mean, someone might like one album more than the other musically, but usually I haven't had a bad Bluesville or a bad OJC in terms of sonics, depending on the original source.
Here's what I look for in a jazz, why I like jazz for vinyl. And I'm about to show a record that I think is freaking fantastic. But the reason I like it is it's pretty much recorded as it is. And there's few instruments and you can hear them. And the separation and the sound of each instrument is just awesome. This sounds so good.
There's a new ECM announced just now. Joe Lovano, Paramount Quartet, Julian Lage, Santi Debriano, Will Calhoun, coming out May. That just arrived. The announcement.
Okay. Well, okay. So here's this record, I think, is a must purchase. Obviously, if you like this band. But this historically is one of my favorite albums. I don't know if you have it, Mazzy, but I had the CD, listen to it all the time. This is came out for Start Your Ear Off Right.
I know that record. Yeah.
Yeah, Squeeze Play. And I don't know, I've never read that it's like a concept album, but it's obvious. I would call him the leader of Squeeze.
Is that Tilbert or Klein?
Chris Tilbert. So he was going through a divorce. So it's like all the songs are about that. And I didn't even know this. They put it on 2 LPs. They're extra songs that were not on the CD. This was done by Chris Bellman, and it sounds freaking fantastic. So I'm sure it's still available. It was Start Your Ear Off Right title. And this is a fantastic Squeeze album. It really is. Love this album.
Yeah, I like Squeeze.
Well, if you like, I think this came out in 1990, 91. Glenn Tilbrook, sorry. I just woke up. Chris Dilford, it's the other guy. Which I just heard a weird story. I don't know. Seems weird to me. But they really aren't that friendly. Like, it's a working relationship. That seems weird to me. This is basically just them.
That's like Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee. They hate each other's guts.
Yes. I thought you were going to say Paul McCartney and
is Jack here yet?
Jack Park.
Wait, okay, Jack. I got your VCLT last night. I haven't listened to it, and I just want to show this. So can you bring me up a little bit here? He sent me his least favorite Augie Meyer record because he has duplicates. I'm not kidding. He did say that in the note, which is really sweet. I like it. He says, I have these 4 or so, and this is my least favorite, but I have duplicates. That's cool. I don't have any of Augie's proper albums, as you know now, but this is with Doug Somm, Still Growing. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. He just passed away a couple weeks ago, and thank you. Very, very generous, Jack. Thank you very much. So I'll listen to it when I get home. I'm getting ready for LA and all that stuff, but when I get home, I'll definitely jump on that. Thank you, Jack.
I don't know how old this Squeeze's last great record. Maybe it's 10 years old, maybe less. They have a song called Nirvana that is awesome. So they're still right.
Are you cool for cats, Wax?
Yes. You know, Mazzy, when I started to get back into collecting vinyl, there was one record.
Up the Junction?
No. Their greatest hits record, 45 singles.
Yeah.
I found a copy of it. I put it on, and I kind of teared up. Because that's a CD. When I was like college, that CD.
You need to do a reaction video of you tearing up to Squeeze. You'd get tens of views.
Millions.
Okay. I'm not big on. Shut up.
I gotta let the pig out. Sorry.
When Rob is talking, let Rob finish, and then you talk.
Yeah. There's no rules in the VC, Wax.
Okay. So here's the deal. And now he made me forget what I was going to say. With Squeeze, I don't like using the term underappreciated, blah, blah, blah. I don't like those terms. You know, when social media started getting big, young people would go, there's this movie that's, I believe, underappreciated. It's called The Godfather. It's like, you idiot. It was like a huge, giant movie back in the day. Just because you weren't born. Squeeze, I feel like, is not appreciated enough in the VC. Am I wrong about those people? Are there enough Squeeze fans out there?
Yeah, I mean, Squeeze has a solid following, definitely. Kind of like Split Ends.
They toured the U.S. a lot.
Maybe more than Split Ends, but like in that.
No, more than Split Ends. They are. They have been.
No, they're. Yeah,
there was a brief period where it was just Dilford and Tilbrook were.
Yeah, and they did a couple of albums together.
Basically, Squeeze, and my dad likes Squeeze. Listen, Squeeze should. I think people should come out and.
Gabby, do you have your dad's permission to be here? I know you're of age.
Here, I have an extra copy of this record here.
You're gonna send it to me? I mean, Jack did.
Hold on. Do you not have this record, Mazzy?
Squeeze and Spoon they're totally different generations, Gabby. But they have S's. They start with S's.
Do you have it, Mazzy?
I do not.
All right. When you come and visit, I will give you this.
Okay. And yes, Fluffy, Kimbo is coming to Vinyl Con.
This is one of my favorite records, and this was always funny to me.
Tradition. This is traditional
This
St.
was
Patrick's
always
Day
funny
show.
to me in the 80s how so many bands from the 80s that were from the UK, there was a band in the US with the same name, and they had to call themselves Squeeze UK. Oh, speaking of Squeeze, it's Joey Calio.
Okay, hold on.
They tried to make me change my name to Joey Calio.
Okay, Elliot, I can't see your comment above. Oh, here we go. Mazzy. I saw this on the Champlin album because the guy that brought it said he heard about it from you. So, so was it the first album, the double album? Yeah, that's an essential Son to Champlin album. Loosen Up Naturally. But did it have the fuck in it? Because one of them says fuck and was censored. I can't believe this is like science fiction. Joey Calio never gets up this early in the morning. Not that I know from personal experience, but I get teased. Oh, you're going out and hanging out with your boyfriend now. Coffee Julie says, "Oh, you're hanging out with your boyfriend."
Yeah, I can't, when I know I have to wake up, I can't fucking sleep. I've been up for a while. It sucks.
You didn't have to wake up. It wasn't like.
Did you have a coffee?
I'm round 2 right now.
Okay. While you guys are, I'm gonna make mine now. So I'll be back.
You didn't have to get up, but I appreciate you getting up. But I feel honored, but I'm only honored by geography. Right? So when Mazzy gets back, and if Jim ever comes back, so Mazzy, I feel honored because if Joey can confirm, I believe I'm the only person to have received this so far.
Well, at the moment you texted me, that was true. Now I know one other person that has it. And did Jim get it?
I don't. Maybe he wandered off to get it, but I'm showing it before he can ruin me.
Good. But I did get a text from Phil. Phil got his. So
yeah, because he's in
the fucking band, man.
Yeah, LA got.
Here's what's funny. It came from Real Gone, which is in Orange County, and it took 4 days to get here.
Wow.
But this is the Record Store Day. Well, do you call it a reissue? Jim, did you get your copy yet?
No.
Okay. Can I clue everyone in on one thing? If you sign up for a post office account, you get a notification when someone mails you something. So I knew something was coming. I didn't know it was this. So this is nice, and I told Joey I would open it. Here's George. I'm going to open it. It's a wide mouth, right? Not a gatefold.
Right.
Opened. Let's see what's inside. Yeah, nice insert. Now, was this part of the CD?
All that's from the CD, yeah.
Nice.
You shouldn't drink from the hose.
That's in Woodland Hills.
Huh?
Is that really?
Woodland Hills, yeah. That was my first house, Woodland Hills.
That's
okay. Ooh, very nice. Colored. What is this called?
I don't know.
Tangerine.
I'm colorblind, but Phil said it was cool. So, what do you think of it?
Cool. It is cool. And the one thing I love about Real Gone is they use Gotta Groove to press their records.
Yep.
Gotta Groove puts it on rice paper sleeves, and they're not expensive, but they're
cool.
It's translucent.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, it's very nice.
That reminds me of when I was a kid. I had 45s like that. And it's like, once that memory's in your mind, that's it. That's it for your life. You have to like it.
Hey, by the way, I will go with Gabby that I think this is like blood orange.
Blood orange.
Swirl.
Thank you.
It's a swirl. It's a swirl.
It's a clear blood orange swirl dynamo.
That should have been album title.
Nice, clean, flat looking. I will listen to it today. So thank you for having them send this. And you said it's already sold out. I mean, ordering, they've sold it out, right?
They sold it. So there's a time for, I think it's like 2 weeks or 12 days or something like that, where all the RSD participating stores, they have that window to order. As everyone knows, these record stores are buying these outright. There's no returns. You buy it, you got to sell it. So they're very careful because
what they order.
There's a lot of, I mean, what I didn't count, but there seems to be a lot of records every record store day now. So you got to be careful how many you order. But you order heavy if you think you're going to sell heavy. So yeah, we sold through that last week. So they're all out.
Well, I mean, I think stores feel comfortable based on last year. It sold out.
Yeah, it absolutely. And I mean, there is a difference. Last year's record had a hit single on it. But I will say this year's record is more of a favorite for the band and for a lot of fans. I mean, a lot of people, it's all about that first record. They were in college when that first record came out. That's it. But that record, there's something about, I think that one's got the magic, if you ask me.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll listen today, and I'll
put magic in it. For God's sake, did they remember to add the magic? You were talking about Squeeze a minute ago. Miles Copeland, the president of IRS Records, who the first 3 Dada records were on. He had Squeeze give us a song. He wanted us to cover a Squeeze song. Because Miles is always about getting his, I want my writer to write with my other writer. He's always about that entanglement, right? And they listened to Dada and they said, why do you want us to write for these guys? I think they've got it handled, which was a nice compliment. But they did send over a song that was about salad, if I remember right. But it wasn't one of their knock it out of the park tracks. We never cut it.
I have to say about Squeeze that, like Crowded House, one of the best songwriters ever is what's his face from Crowded House, and I feel like Squeeze, those two guys, like they're. So here's some. Todd just commented that Squeeze has a new album out or coming out that they used songs they wrote when they were teenagers. That's interesting to me.
The Beatles did that with "Let It Be" with "One After 909."
That's true.
They weren't. I don't think. Well, yeah. I don't know if teenagers, but
like my songwriting is like Neil Finn, Dilford and Tobruk. Those guys. Anyone who says this should be slapped in the face. They're my Beatles. They were my Beatles.
Yes. Dada did a tour with Crowded House, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. We did a long tour with Crowded House.
Which version of Crowded House? Original version?
It was the end of 93. So that Woodface record is what they were touring on?
So that's my favorite record of theirs, and that's with Tim. Tim Finn was with the band.
Yeah. It was good.
I pissed in a urinal next to Neil Finn once at the Warfield Theater.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard that story from many people.
Not from me. You never heard it from me.
Many people.
Well,
I could not name one Crowded House song.
Yes, you can. Yes, you could.
The Dream.
I would recognize one if you told me about it, but
Don't Dream It's Over is one of the best songs ever written.
Yeah.
Don't dream it's over. How's that go?
I remember. This is a weird story. There was some artist that Capitol is putting out, and I went with Michelle to the Holiday Inn in Emeryville to meet with the label rep, manager, and this artist. I forgot who the artist was. They were talking to Michelle about photographing her album cover, and looking back on it, I don't even remember the person. She didn't get the gig, but they wanted us to come over because we had done some work for Capitol and from a bunch of labels. So I went with them, and we were talking, and the woman from the label was kind of I hate to say it, a bitch, kind of this bitchy label person and a little snooty, typical label person, cliche label, cliche. And she was saying, yeah, we have this. And I mentioned, oh, I love Crowded House. And she was saying how Crowded House, they probably overpaid them and they're not really selling. Some of their stuff sold, but a couple of albums didn't sell big for Capitol, maybe in New Zealand and in Europe and stuff, but they weren't like the mega thing that they wanted. And she was dumping on Crowded House to me. She doesn't know me. It was so weird. And I was talking about the music, I wasn't even talking about sales, but I was just, I mentioned I know some new releases you guys put out, and that was one of them. And it came out, and it kind of, for them on their scale, it bombed.
I mean, I worked at Geffen for 4.5 years before I signed my first record deal with IRS, and I learned a lot about what is real in the music business, and it is definitely the music business.
Yeah,
big time. It really is.
As you know, there are people that are really great intermusically, and every label has a couple of those, and that's the people that hold it together in a lot of ways. By the way, those intervention records, Johnny Cash and all the stuff they do, all that stuff's pressed at Got a Groove. And Shane, if you've watched that thing on the Westman thing, he talks about Got a Groove, and he talks about they have this formula for their black vinyl. Not that yours is black, but that is one of the best. That he says, I'll compare that any day against this Clarity stuff and these special one-step stuff and everything that they do. He just raves about Got a Groove,
That's where Watkin Brown, that album he put out.
Pepper Adam. Yeah.
Because my only experience with them is like with Real Gone stuff. There was another title, but I didn't know they would press on 180 gram. That's what that Watkin Brown was on.
The first 7-horse record, which is on vinyl. Phil Levitt, drummer of Dada, and now drummer and singer in the band 7-horse, which is my other band. He found Got a Groove. I mean, no one was talking Got a Groove. When he went and researched where are we going to press our record, he hits me with this Got a Groove, and I'm all, I've never heard of him. That was my first, I don't know. I've never heard of him, but now it's like everyone loves him.
Right. And Shane talks about it. What happened is he was with RTI. He likes RTI, but RTI is a big pressing plant, and they they make their money off the big labels. And after the pandemic, towards the end of the pandemic, when everything was tight, RTI squeezed out some people, like the smaller labels. Like Shane's not a big player. I mean, he does an album a year, maybe 2, and then none for a while, And so he had to find something else. And when he was able to possibly go back, it was too late. He likes what the service he gets. He likes everything at Got a Groove. So
I got that Johnny Cash record you were talking about, by the way. It does sound fucking amazing.
Isn't it amazing? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on the 3rd pressing already, I think, or they're about to.
Hold on. Alan, do you call your country a cunt? You don't call the fraternity a frat. That's the say. You're not wrong, but Squeeze was big in the late 70s. This is the way before frat boy time.
True. It's true. The first record was big. And if you talk to Mike Gurley, he will tell you, because we were all big kind of Squeeze fans. I mean, new wave and punk was just so much a thing in the late 70s. It really kind of took over. And then new wave is more, for more people, right? It's more the people's music rather than punk. Punk is a little bit more specific. New wave, you get everybody. I mean, you can go all the way to Madonna practically with new wave. But the idea was that Mike really got hung up on Squeeze, and it influenced his writing, I think, possibly to a fault. And he would even say that, he just can't get out of that Squeeze mindset. It affected him so much. That's when he was really kind of getting into songwriting.
Well, I think most people, Squeeze broke through with Tempted by the Fruit of Another, but they had
over Squeeze at that.
Yeah, but Paul Carrick joined the band for that. I think that's just a one album, right? And he sang that song.
Yeah. Did Elvis co-write it, or is he just on it? Isn't he singing on that, or he's doing something?
I don't know. There's so much.
I could be wrong.
Sometimes Parker put Elvis's name on it. He didn't write it, but he interpreted it, so he wanted a publishing. So that was that.
Right.
Josh, there was never a good sounding copies of those Sun records. They're from the 50s, and the way that those records were pressed. So really, even if you have an original, for the artifact, it's great, but it won't sound anywhere near as good as the new ones.
Hey, your backhanded compliments, people, are stupid in a good way. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm selling you this. They're still around. And they have a new album coming out. And I told you, go look up this song. I'll put a link. They have a song called Nirvana. They didn't write it that long ago. And the video is crazy good. It's crazy good. I'm gonna put the link to it.
Do people like videos still? I mean, I'm honestly asking. I'm wondering.
Well,
should we on a video, or is it just a waste of money?
No, don't put a lot of money into it. You can do it with.
Hold on. You're old. You're old.
No, I mean, if you don't have a lot of money or a label backing you, but even though you're paying for it,
no.
But it's great for YouTube. It's great for YouTube for people to see it on YouTube.
Hold on, Mazzy.
That's true.
You don't need a lot of money to shoot a video.
I know.
Take this thing and shoot it.
Yeah.
And here's some advice I give to people. Kids go to college, right?
Right.
They're looking, especially like film school or art school, they're looking for things to put in their resume. If you reach out to a college kid and say, look, we don't have any money, we want to shoot a video, I'm sure you'll get plenty of help to do it cheaply.
It'll look great in your portfolio.
Here's the thing, though, with short attention span and things like TikTok and YouTube Shorts.
Yeah. We have an amazing videographer. She's phenomenal. And she's she gives us a good deal, but it's still a lot of money, honestly, without a record company.
Well, here's a good example. Do you remember, and they paid a lot of money because they did a set, but comparison, the replacements didn't want to be in their one video. That one hit, I forgot what it is. Basically, it's a still lock-on shot of an amplifier in a room.
Right.
And it's the style of the room, and that's it. It's a lockdown shot. But the song was great. I think something happens at the end, but I have to look at it again. Someone remind me. You should look at that and do something. You don't have to do an amplifier, but a lockdown shot is something that's visual. It's not just could be really cool.
Right. I like that idea.
I will go back to finishing my point before Mazzy has to say stuff. But if you watch short form videos like TikTok and stuff, they chop it up. That's what I've noticed about music videos. They'll chop it up.
Oh, they chop it up. I see.
Yeah. Right. So like there's songs that have like great hooks. Like today, songs that are for today that have great hooks. Sure. They'll chop that hook off and it'll be played a lot.
And that's you're saying on TikTok.
Yeah, like on TikTok, which I think is fine.
Yeah, totally. I'd love to.
I mean, and here's the great thing about social media. You wrote a song 10 years ago, it comes back like that. There's that she's from Swedish, that Zara Larsson. She's one of those young hot singer girls. Her big song she wrote like 10 years ago is like big now. So you never know.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I mean, that's sort of what's happening with Seven Horse. We got Meth Lab Zosa sticker from Wolf of Wall Street licensed 4 separate times last year. It's like that. Let's keep doing that.
Well, and then when's the next one coming out?
Good question, but we're about 93.9% done. I got one more session. That's the reason why I'm not coming down for the LA Vinyl Con, which I'm sad about. But because I'm coming the next week for a final session. We had the guy who did the strings on the Coldplay song Vida La Viva or Viva La Vida or something like that. It's that big hit. He did strings for this one last song, and it's very cool. And now we're gonna throw a vocal on it. Probably only take a day, honestly, maybe two. But that'll be it for recording, and then it's pretty mostly mixed. He'll have to tweak that song, but I'm thinking we should have this record out this summer. Should be out this summer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ivan, I'm not working as a videographer, but I've worked with some of my photographers did shoot commercial work. So I've worked on video productions, but I'm not a shooter like that. I mean, I could shoot stuff. I sent you a video to watch later, that amplifier video.
Yeah.
That might inspire a way to do something.
Yeah.
You know, not the same subject, obviously, but
It's like Mazzy coming in and taking over, Joey.
no, I think, you know, we bounce ideas.
Hey, here's a great idea, Joey. You should get a video of you drinking from a hose.
Okay, I got the idea. Here's the idea. You basically really cater it to the vinyl community because all these fucking YouTubers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get but then you'd have to give at least covers to everyone. Every single person in the vinyl community sitting there and just holding up your record like as if they're doing a video. Everybody. And it goes on for the length of the song.
Hey, here.
You got to have a box full of doves that you can release at some point.
Here's a response to Mazzy's suggestion. Here's mine. Remember the runaway train video where they just showed missing kids? You know, that went missing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think I do remember that. But
it turned out in real life, it turned out a lot of those kids went missing in Australia because they were backpackers.
I don't want credit. I don't want any credit for that.
Did anyone hear that? That in that I have them right here. What's the name of that stupid band?
Soul something.
Soul Asylum.
Soul Asylum. I knew it was this
Runaway Train was a video where they just showed kids that went missing in an effort to help find them. Right. And then it turned out maybe a lot of them were victims. They were backpackers in Australia and were murdered by a serial killer.
Are you?
That's the story I heard. But instead of Mazzy making it about some speaker, let's be a little more social about this.
AI, Chris.
How about old vinyl collectors who are found unresponsive in their homes?
There's a little. I know you mean, yeah, Chris. No AI for them. They're that band. Joey's band doesn't deserve AI.
How about this, Joey? Like that when Rick Rubin took Johnny Cash and made all those records.
Yeah.
The video is just Johnny Cash in a rocking chair in a house in black and white. It's
right.
Yeah, exactly. You do what you don't have to think big with a bunch of naked girls and boats and on the like Duran. You know,
he has a budget for that.
You know, there was a time with a big budget. You don't have to hire someone like Godley and Krem to do Rocket and all those videos and stuff. You know, there are things you can do minimally that can be really fucking cool. I think. In fact, I think that's better right now. That's perfect. I mean.
That's actually what popped into my head when you guys first started saying that.
Yes, there you go. Okay, Dan B, do you expect a credit now?
I think you should just follow Mazzy around with your phone, just shooting random stuff, and it's like a guy going about his day. And then at the end of it, Mazzy jumps off like a bridge in Seattle somewhere.
Amanda's got a great one. Have Mazzy, but you don't do me. Do whack-a-mole, and you're always pulling your record. That's actually really good. See, you have a bunch of great ideas here. Hey, I want to tease.
You need a shot of me and Rob coming down an escalator dressed in white.
No, women don't work for free. I
got one, Joey. Do a video of Mazzy reading comments on his videos.
Can I just do a quick tease of a video that may be coming that I'm going to piss the entire vinyl community off? I'm really and here's the thumbnail. I did do an AI thumbnail. I don't do those very often, but I did do it. And this is going to come out in the next few days, probably.
Oh, yeah, it's time. It's time.
Excellent. No one will be mad at that.
But what you wait? I mean, it's not as what you think it is.
I'm going to do my response to it right now before it's even aired. Here it is. All those people who make the vinyl tag like before the year starts.
Actually, that's good. See, ideas are coming. Rob could be in my bathroom breaking light fixtures and stuff. It'd be like Godzilla getting tangled up. And all this
was
stuff.
that one Robbie Williams video where he pulls his skin off?
We pulled our skin off before anybody else pulled their fucking skin off. Dada actually did that. Right when that technology happened, where you could pull it off and there was like something underneath, like a visual underneath. That has just started. We were one of the first people to do it. The video still sucked, but whatever.
When you're growing up and they keep making those Planet of the Apes movies, I think it was the second one where Charlton Heston was in it. What was that main actor who looked just like him? Goes to underground people and they pull their skin off. Remember that?
Oh,
I don't remember that. I just remember the first, honestly.
The second.
God damn it! Hell.
Yeah.
That was a weird thing because with each movie they made, the budget was less. They go, we're only going to pay you this one. Until they made the last one, which they lucked out, was like no money, but they had just built Century City and they used that as the set for most of the movie. Yes, Beneath. Only frat boys like that movie, Alan.
Boy.
Yes.
Well,
Joey does know there's an art movement called Dada. I mean, that's the whole point, pretty much.
I was a member, just a short note, I was a member of the LA County Museum for a long time, and the German Expressionism 1915 to 1925 came through, and part of that is where Dada came out of. And it was just, it wasn't like I was so enamored with Dadaism that I had to have that name. It's like sitting around tossing out names, for a band before, we can play our first show. We need a name. So that one stuck.
Do you know which song you'd want to do a video on yet?
No, that's a whole, that's Seven Horse is right now. It's so we're still trying to figure out what order this record should go.
Just think if it was 3 people in the band, how hard it would be. You only got 2.
Almost
you
simpler.
Can use the escalator shot in all of them. Me and that, by the way, that was Chance's idea.
I think having contests where people submit ideas for videos, those are always good.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah. I mean, it'd be funny if people did videos for this Dada record. I mean, it's like that. There's no more Dada tours or anything like that happening. I mean, I feel confident that that's not going to happen. Maybe a one-off here and there, but I think that last tour a couple years ago, it really smelled like that was going to be the last one.
Hey, I have an idea for you, Joey. It just occurred to me, and it would be awesome. Put out there that everyone who gets a copy of this, and if they could take a picture of themselves with it in front of the record store they got it at and submit it to you, and then just edit them together as a video.
That would be a Dada video. That would be a video.
Like people just standing in front of
That's a different band.
No, I mean, I'm just saying.
That's a good idea, though.
That's almost more for the vinyl community in a way. Speaking of that, I should have brought them down here. Maybe I'll run and grab them in a minute. But we made these quote unquote backstage passes for this album to give away to the first person to buy Dada El Subluminoso Record Store Day 2026.
Oh yeah.
I just made the list last night of the stores that it's going to, because I got a printout of all the purchases. Like this store got many, and basically it was the ones who ordered the most. And
are you going to get that list? Are you going to make that list available to people?
Yes. I'm not going to pull a fucking Willy Wonka, thing. It's like they'll know where it is. But it's a pretty interesting list as far as like the diversity of the country. It's Dada country. I mean, there's Dada country is Midwest. Like it really starts in Denver. I mean, the West Coast, sure. But when we start getting hardcore, we're talking Midwest, we're talking Denver, and then we're talking Minneapolis, Chicago, Ohio, the state of Ohio. I mean, it's all about radio stations that were banging it, back then. And then Philly, New York, New Jersey, Boston, all those areas. There's record stores in all those areas that are definitely getting one.
All right. Already two people have asked, Joey.
What?
How many Canadian stores are on your list?
Okay. Canada is getting records. Unfortunately, well, how many Canada record stores are getting the Backstage Pass thing?
Yeah.
Signed? By the way, they're signed. They're not just the pass. It's I got everybody to sign them. There's none of the Canadian stores had like big purchases. And the thing about my list, which isn't the complete list, but the thing that's not on there are very small mom and pops, so they probably didn't go as hard on the ordering as some of these other places. The only place I have, it's a distribution hub, so it's like you don't give it's not a store. So I don't really have stores, and that tells me there's no stores that ordered more than one probably up in Canada. But hey, I mean, I swear to God, right now, if someone gives me an idea of one store that they think would be a good idea, I would consider it for Canada, because I wouldn't mind getting one up into Canada. But it's like, I don't know from Canada on these stores. Where's the Dada fans,
No, Eddie, no Texas. Sorry.
Texas. No. There is a Texas.
Austin. What about the Austin stores?
Austin's getting one. There is one in Austin.
Waterloo.
You know what? I think that's what it is. That's the one.
Dane is being selfish. Angry's in Winnipeg.
Argy's in Winnipeg.
Is Dane the one who's pissed off at Mike Ingroove getting so many copies? He just ordered more. Is that
Sonic Boom? Interesting, because there's a Sonic Boom in Seattle.
Yeah, there's one in Canada too, or there's a couple in Canada.
I thought isn't that Sonic Boom in Toronto the biggest record store in Toronto?
Well, maybe that. Toronto would definitely. We played Toronto a lot. It's cold in Toronto. I don't know if any of you guys knew that.
Is Minneapolis on the list?
Yeah. I can't believe it's going to be 95 Friday in Los Angeles or something.
I talked to Phil yesterday, and he said, yeah. I mean, I'm getting alerts on my phone because we used to have an apartment down there a few years back when Christina was working at Fender, and I still get alerts for temperatures. Phil says it's hot, but it's not that hot.
Hey, hold on one second. Hey, is it too late for you to return all these records back to the store? Sorry. What about the Montreal Audio Fest? What about that? I bet either one of those stores, right?
What?
Those Austin stores.
Was anyone in the Peanut Gallery coming to VinylCon Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah. Can anyone? Okay, here's the deal. I tried to make this list where people confirmed. Someone typed in M45, so I guess that list ain't working. But if you're around on Saturday, we're attending the VinylCon, and then when we're done, I assume we'll be hungry and we'll get something to eat. But the plan is to meet up at Permanent Records. They said they would provide a space to hang out and provide us with turntables to listen to records. So
that's cool.
I think we're all going Sunday too, right? You're going Sunday?
Yeah.
I think I don't know timing yet, but yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get that list because I just did it. I can actually. What the hell? if
You
some
can't
people
remember
care
any.
about where they're going to be, and I'll grab the things so you can see. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, stop naming record store names. He's getting the list.
I went to see Third Mind last Saturday night at the Tractor Tavern, and they were fantastic. They're with Dave Alvin and Jesse Sykes and Victor Krummenacher from Camper Van Beethoven. He's the artist who does a lot of their album covers. Really great show. If you get a chance to see them, I think they're going to Portland and San Francisco. Maybe it's already happened. I don't know. But great show. They do the Paul Butterfield Grateful Dead thing in terms of Morning Dew and East West, and just really Darkness, the Youngbloods cover. You know, they're out. They have a new EP out, but they had an album out just last year. And
How long did they play? How long they play for?
I don't know. They played maybe shy of 2 hours. You know, enough. Standing for 2 hours, an old man standing. Actually, 3 hours when you count the an opening act, who was great too. So
nice.
Live music, folks. Support live music, local venues.
Yeah. So if you're coming to the Vinyl Con on Saturday, I think we plan to get there when it for the early open. They have an early and then at 10, and then they open for regular at noon.
So, well, we'll talk later. Never mind.
Listen, Dean, you know, it sucks to be a vinyl collector in Canada. I don't know if he's sending anything there. Well, I hope to see a lot of people on Saturday. Just don't distract me when I'm looking at records, okay?
You actually, I saw you bite someone the other day.
That was you biting someone. The term ankle biters was started with Jim.
Sometimes you have to. I got the new chopper on top.
Yeah.
You know, so.
All right, you have your list?
I have my list, but I also have so I had to take all these around to the other two members of the band and get them to sign it. And this is what they look like. The funny, I'm reversed. Oh my God.
No. You see reverse. We see it correctly.
We see it regular.
Thank God. So the funny thing was I got them home and two were stuck together. So I got to go back and get Mike's autograph on one that he missed. Big tragedy. So that's what they are. And they'll have a little lanyard and all that. And there'll be a nice little note. I will say that I think it's the same two stores in LA, which was Freak Beat, right? Freak Beat.
Yeah.
The Valley. That guy's great. That guy was one of the
Bob.
Yeah, Bob. Bob was one of the most appreciative people out of all these. I mean, honestly, the response last time, which I was like cold calling these record stores saying, "Hey, I'm in this band, I don't know if you know you. I heard you ordered blah blah blah," and you know they were all very excited to hear from me. And I told I made these little handwritten notes with I made it very arty, and I got the band to sign it, and they just to a letter, they all loved it. They were all very appreciative, and it was nice because I wasn't sure if they were just going to say "fuck you," and hang up. Okay, so let me just qualify that this is actually the hard list right here that I made my list from. These are the people that I'm going to call and say, essentially, you qualified because you bought the most records of Dada. Do you want this? So none of these people have said yes, and I'll send it. I'm just assuming that they probably will. So just that's a caveat. I'm not all the places, but for really, I don't have that.
I might time you out for this comment, Lucky.
I don't want to read this whole list because it's kind of long.
How many are there?
Right now they're sitting at I've got 25. Okay, but we're gonna go and make 3 more because if I can get just 3 more, then I can cover everybody that's in my mind. That includes like there's people in Seattle that are getting them that didn't order 10 or more, which that's what this list that I basically all these places ordered 10 or more. 2 places ordered 75. And I give you a guess of which one of those 2 you guys know.
The End Groove.
Yeah, he's at 75.
What a Plaid Room. I'm going with Plaid Room.
Nice one. They're the other ones. They're the other ones.
The Plaid Room and In-Groove are the 2 that do really well post Record Store Day for people online.
I win. Do I get a lanyard?
Yeah. Sorry.
You get to pick us up at the airport.
Yeah. Hey, are you sure about that on the Plaid Room? Because that's good info.
No, yeah, well, it's kind of known.
It's a guest. Is he a guest that he doesn't know?
The next day online.
If you held like, here's the 4 stores I order from, and 2 of them are not Record Store Day stores, so I get rid of those. Plaid Room is huge. They're big, and if you follow them on social media, actually, I've only ordered from them once or twice. They have warehouse sales, so they're a huge operation. Yeah, they're huge.
Well, they're getting one.
Yeah.
I'm just checking something.
Hey, Jeff, you know who else rocks? VCU. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Wait, let me, Rob, how did that record come? Did it come mail or FedEx?
Yeah, good.
Post office.
Oh, I just got a notice. I have a record. Nothing coming today. Something coming tomorrow, but it's from Detroit. So mine's not anywhere on my schedule here. If it's coming from LA, I do have a FedEx coming today. So
hold on.
Maybe Joey's someone from the band took me off the list.
I would like to point something out real quick. Joey knows this. I have a cover band where I sang songs of a singer, and people don't know my real name, but it's my uncle, and I'm
Rob Steiger.
Against the wind.
Oh, I was thinking of Rod Steiger.
I promise you, I spelt it right when I gave it to them.
Against the wind.
That's a good idea. There's money to be made.
What's the other song? It's that I always heard he wrote about Jane Fonda.
Like a Rock?
He wrote a song about Jane Fonda. Did you know that?
Can do?
No. They love to see her walk. What's the name of that song? That's about Jane Fonda.
I gotta admit, I'm not a huge Bob Seger fan. I do like that one song that they put out before they got really big. The first single.
At least
I love Ramblin' Man. That Ramblin' Man was fucking awesome. I used to have the single.
Here's my favorite Bob Seger story. The movie The Mask with Cher about the kid who had that disease, the face. Yeah. So the kid grew up and he was a huge fan of Bruce Springsteen, the real kid. So they tried to get Bruce Springsteen songs for the movie and he said no. So they replaced it with Bob Seger. So the original version of the film is Bob Seger music. When it came out on video, Bruce Springsteen relented, and they have both versions of the film on the original DVD. You can see it with the Bruce Springsteen music or with the Bob Seger music.
Now that's a collector's item. That's cool.
I don't know if it's a collector's item, but it's a good.
Well, Bruce, he wouldn't let him do it the first time around. Fuck that cocksucker.
Hey, Scotty.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Joey.
Hey, Scotty.
I'm doing okay.
When I was making this list.
Yeah.
Because do you or do you not live in the area of said town, Orlando?
No.
I actually live about 2 hours away from there. I'm on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. They're on the East Coast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Close to
thought
the
for
East
sure you
Coast.
lived there. All right. Anyways,
No.
because I was kind of freaked out. There's a Florida store that's getting one of these badges. That
Is it Park Avenue?
it is. It is Park Avenue.
Yeah, they're good. They're a good store.
Yeah, Park Avenue CDs in Orlando.
Yeah, they're a very popular store. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a big store, but it's a very popular store.
I mean, we were never huge in Florida, but we did tour there a lot in the very beginnings. We went down there with Izzy Stradlin, guitar player for Roses. We opened up for him down there for a while.
Florida's tricky to tour in, though. The traffic is really bad here, and it's for most artists it's very difficult. You got to really want to come to Florida to play there. Florida,
yeah,
it's tough. It's tough. Yeah,
and that's sort of how it is in Seattle, and I think it was that way more so back in the '80s. And I heard like nobody came up here back then, practically.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot better. But when I first moved here, nobody came here. They would go as far as Atlanta, and then or Tallahassee maybe, and go back up.
Yeah.
You know.
Hold on. They never went to like Miami.
Miami would go straight. Yeah. Madonna would go down to Miami. Sade came here, but the problem with Tampa Bay and in the Central Florida back in the '90s, people did not buy tickets ahead of time. They would just go to the show. They were very lazy about buying tickets. So Sade came here once. She had booked here one time in the late '90s or early 2000s, and the tickets weren't selling, which was unbelievable. And so she moved to Miami. She went to Miami, and I said they should have bought tickets. She hardly ever tours. I mean, come on, you know. But that's what happened. Madonna doesn't come. She came here like once, I think, but she usually goes to Miami or Orlando.
Yeah, but you know what the problem with where you are is that, like, even I don't know where they play. Where's the major play? Where the
in Tampa Bay, it's Ruth Eckerd Hall.
Where the Lightning play that arena?
Well, yeah, where the Bucks play. The Rolling Stones and Bruce Springsteen, they'll play there at the football field, or they'll play at the old hockey play where the Lightning used to play. Yeah.
What's the old Sombrero? What's the name of that place? Where's the baseball team?
Can you bring Chris's comment?
Oh, you mean the Tropicana?
Yeah, that's a horrible place.
It got destroyed by the hurricane. So I think they're gonna take it down. It's gonna become they're gonna turn that into some other kind of venue now. But I saw a few bands there, and sometimes they have like the Cirque du Soleil kind of stuff there. But hold on, Scotty. What?
You can't tell me that them country acts don't come to town and play somewhere.
Yeah, they play in Tampa. Yeah, of course they do. Yeah, they go into Tampa.
Do they sell tickets?
Oh, now I was saying in the '90s it wasn't selling. Hey,
I mean, country must be huge down there.
Oh, country's I went to see Chris Stapleton, and it was shoulder to shoulder in this huge arena where there was no seats. It was like this. It was the most uncomfortable concert.
He's almost borderline rock, right?
Yeah, but mostly, but it was what's his name? The one with the big hair, the guitar player, country. Oh, I can't think of his name right now. He was the headliner.
Porter Wagner.
No, it was he was married to a older country singer.
Oh, Marty Stewart.
Yes. He was the headliner. So
Marty Stewart's great. He's a different category.
Yeah, it was really good.
He's like Cosmic Cowboy. He's like the Birds should have stayed.
And we have a new venue called the Sounds up in Clearwater, which is an outdoor venue. It's covered and it's outdoors and it's huge. A lot of big people are going there now. I mean, they had Dwight Yoakam and the Mavericks there, and it was sold out. That kind of thing, you know.
You know, I went to 3 stores because I missed Friday. I was going to go to the record store to pick up the new 2 records I wanted to pick up. One of them was Johnny Blue Skies, the Sergio Simpson, and I didn't get it out till Monday. And I went to 3 stores, and not one. Everybody sold out of it. So I don't know if it's selling. I mean, it seems to be selling well.
A lot of people talking about that record. Yeah,
he does weird things with his releases, right?
Well, he's independent, but he's got distribution. He won't allow them to stream now. I think they did leading up to the release. It's not on Spotify. If you go to Sonic, actually, I was in Sonic Boom before I went to Tractor. They didn't have it either. So if you see it around, call me and let me know. Otherwise, I'll look at it when I'm in LA. I'll check it out. I'm sure I can order it online, but
I like Sturgill. He changes his style all the time.
he does. The only thing that's a little pretentious, he's doing this one thing, like his solo records only putting out like 10. He's doing the Quentin Tarantino. I'm only going to put out 10 albums as Sturgill Simpson. So it gets around having these Johnny Blue Skies. So you can put any fucking name on a record. This is his second Blue Skies record. So you do a pseudonym to do a record. So it's kind of a marketing pretentious thing, but he doesn't like record companies, and he's got burned, I guess, or he feels he has. Maybe he has, it's not surprising, but he's got definitely a following, and he does the stuff that's kind of like Byrds' Cosmic Cowboy. Then he does the stuff with soul funk, country. I mean, he does some, and then bluegrass stuff.
Bluegrass. He did 2 bluegrass albums.
Yeah, 2 during the pandemic. 2 bluegrass records came out.
He's right, the Tractor.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tricky deal, relationship between an artist and a record company. The record company you're signed to. It's definitely, it can be very prickly. It can be very exciting because things are happening, and then if anything changes or something, or somebody new comes in and they've got a different agenda, I mean, it can get weird really quick.
But see him live if you can. I saw him once, and he's incredible live. His band is incredible. He's a great guitar player. He's got that voice. People compare him to Waylon Jennings. That's the closest.
There's another act that I kind of group with Sturgill Simpson. Who's the other guy who has a very grassroots following? He's huge live. He kind of
talking Charlie Crockett. Charlie Crockett?
No.
It's not yacht rock type of stuff.
No, he kind of does. I think it's rock based, but he does different styles and different albums. Who's the other guy like Sturgill Simpson? Someone help me.
I don't know off the top.
Yeah, it's not Hank Williams Jr. It's
not John Misty. John Misty's not the same.
It's not although Jason Isbell.
Jason Isbell.
He's similar, but I know him. It's another.
He doesn't change a lot though, but yeah,
it's another guy.
The last Jason Isbell, which is just him and acoustic guitar, is fucking great.
Hold on, it's not Billy Strings, but he's bigger than Billy Strings. I think he's as big, if not bigger, than Jason.
Graham Parsons.
He's dead.
Yes, he is.
Come on, someone help me. He puts out a lot of albums, this guy.
Not Chris Thiele. Not Chris Thiele.
Chris Thiele.
Thiele, yeah.
No, not him.
Not Peter Thiele.
Chris Thiele. Listen, Ryan Adams.
Orville Peck?
No. Ryan Adams is a piece of shit.
Orville Peck puzzles me because Orville Peck made 2 fucking great records. The one on Sub Pop. Then he leaves. He does a great one on Sony. He does an EP. Great one on Sony. Fucking great. Then he leaves. He goes to Warner Brothers. Does a
duets
album. Which, like, come on, that's a weird thing to do so soon. Then I think he's on it. He has an EP out. There's no consistency in his. And I love him. I saw him once. He's amazing.
I saw him in Montreal. He really he can captivate an audience.
But he's doing the kitschy things. I think either him or some management thing are not serving him well.
I think that's management. I think
he's doing the big celebrity stuff first without just building this great musical audience. He's doing the kitschy.
That's why Charlie Crocker refuses to get involved in the machine. Charlie Crocker. That's why I like Charlie Crocker.
Machine, but he's doing like the TV. I mean, I just say this like this. He's doing the big gay TV show thing, the gay tour thing, and like the celebrity things, like, come on. I mean, he's doing all this celebrity stuff instead of being a great musician, and he's great.
Here's something you got to remember, and this coming from all my years as a professional musician. since I signed my first deal, not even counting the pre-professional years. Musicians are weird motherfuckers. They are all weird motherfuckers. They've got something. It takes something to get moved around in some way to want to do this thing for life. And they don't always think linear or logically, and they can be moved by said management or record company or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. I mean, anything can move the needle sometimes in a way that shouldn't have been moved.
Also, you have to remember, Overprecht came in as a niche, kind of a niche thing. I mean, he wore a mask. He's a gay cowboy type, artist. So he probably was thinking, I got to cash in now. I got to get everything I can get now.
Which is
because
too
I
bad,
don't know how long this is going to last.
But the first album, Pony, which was on Sub Pop, was a great start, great cover, great record.
I got the guy.
Who?
Sufjan Stevens.
Sufjan Stevens, yeah.
Country.
Right, all you people messaging me. Sufjan Stevens.
He's not country at all. He's nowhere.
He's not country though. Yeah.
Hold on. I didn't say he was country. I said he was like he's singer-songwriter and he switches around in genres. That's not what really. I said.
Not the same way. No. He makes great records.
He's bigger than the other guy.
Maybe
Well, because he has the movie Call Me by Your Name. Call Me by Your Name was a big movie for him. Yeah.
All right. None of you losers came up with that name. I had to go looking for it.
I got it. Angelo.
Is anyone a fan of Sufjan Stevens out there?
I am.
I have a couple of records.
The Carrie and Lowell album he did on his Stepfather and Mother, that autobiographical record in a way. It came out 12 years ago. It's one of the best albums of the last 25 years. It's a great record.
Herc, I don't have either of these artists.
No, he's not bigger than Billy Strings.
He is bigger than Billy Strings.
No, he's not. He's not bigger selling wise than Billy Strings. No, he's not.
How do you know?
I know he's not, but he's a
solid. Pretty big though. He's pretty big, but he's like Billy Strings. Billy Strings he went through the stratosphere.
He's like Father John Misty. He's an upper echelon indie artist.
Yeah, I have Illinois.
Spotify. Just look at the numbers.
He's on the level of Chuck Prophet and that kind of thing, where he's known, but he's not like,
He does those albums on the states, like Illinois and type of thing. He's good. He had a cancer scare. I think he's survived. He's okay, but he does great records. I mean, they're very innovative.
I'll tell you an artist who I'm trying to wrap my brain around is this guy Shaking Stevens, who really never broke in the U.S. Never.
I don't know who that is.
He's a British artist who kind of spent most of his career emulating Elvis type of stuff, and he was big, I think, in the 80s in England.
Go home, Herc.
Hold on, but I'll tell you one thing about this Shakin' Stevens dude. About 3 years ago, he put out an album. I think he's in his late 70s, and it's likened to what Rick Rubin did with Johnny Cash, Neil Diamond. I say go listen to this recent Shakin' Stevens stuff, and it's very good. It's nothing like his 80s stuff. I promise you, anyone who knows him, 3 years ago, that album sounds like what Rick Rubin did to all those older artists.
Rick Rubin used to be in the room right next to me every day at Geffen when they opened up Deaf American. He would, him and Dragulius would come over from time to time and check out what the fuck was going on in the mailroom, what we were listening to and stuff like that. And then when, right before Dada got signed, and I was still working there, I got the first endorsement deal of my life from Billabong. You guys remember Billabong clothing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
90s. We got free Billabong stuff, and Rick Rubin, or maybe it was either George or Rick, came over and said, "Hey, do you think they would make me a leather Billabong like jumpsuit?" And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe they would. But I thought that was
pay him anybody enough, you'll get a leather jumpsuit.
But would he wear it though?
I mean, a Billabong's not about leather. Let's put it that way. I mean, it's the opposite of a leather jumpsuit, but
That's so LA.
it was. I liked how he was thinking. He's rock. It's rock and roll.
Here, I'm gonna go find that Shakin' Stevens video and just share the link.
I get high.
That's a single from the album El Subliminoso, Dada's third record on IRS Records.
Is that a
See,
CD?
I was going through my comps, and I was wondering if you had this record. I found this. I got this cheap a long time ago. Do you have this? It has all the Beatles songs on it.
I have it. Yeah.
I
It's
thought
like
about
Stars
doing
on
it.
45, and yeah, it's not good.
It's crazy.
Hey Joey, question for you.
It's very popular though at the time.
Well, we haven't reissued anything that we actually did. We reissued American Highway Flower when we reissued the first three, all the IRS records, the first three. We did that in the mid 2000s on CD. On vinyl, the only thing that's been put out officially is last year's Record Store Day was Puzzle. This year's Record Store Day, we jumped to the third record, which is that record right there, El Subliminoso. That's a sexy album package. I like it.
I want a T-shirt.
I think I have one around there. But so we skipped that one to go there. That I like that record better. I do like American Highway Flower. There's a bunch of great stuff on there. We will hopefully get to it, but a lot of this stuff isn't in our control, if I can put it that way. So I'm happy to have these two for now. We'll see what else happens.
Some back cover.
There's that Tobias. That's your
All
buddy.
the guys on a block.
They're hungry and they want to eat these flamingos.
Is that a Hugh Brown design cover too?
No. He was gone by then. That's just basically me with the girl, the woman who I'm spacing on her name. She did a great job. We had the concept. I took the black and white pictures. Those are all, I took those. And the album cover look, that was kind of my idea. And she did all those little details, the little cigar band things. I mean, that's all done pre-computer, all done by hand on, I'm sure it's Photoshop, but still, she spent a lot of time on that. I wish I could remember her name right now. Great. She did a great job. But he was gone. But that's Tobias, Mitch Tobias, who took that picture for the back.
I know Mitch.
Yeah.
Mitch is he has a side band, that band Ape.
That's right.
They're like a tiki lounge surfy. They're really fun. He plays really good, a Jaguar Jazzmaster, like surfy guitar.
He took this picture the same day. This is from the same.
I like Mitch is a really good guy.
Lives
in, I think he lives in Sausalito or
Hey,
Mill Valley.
Joey, I have that woman's name.
Oh, what is her name?
Emily Burnham.
Emily, what's her last name?
Burnham.
Emily, she moved up. She's in Seattle somewhere.
Who took the picture with the flamingos? Was that Mitch too?
Oh,
that's
geez.
Tobias. He took that, and then he took this, which was, we used for a single.
Okay, so when I do get the record and I show it on Instagram, I can tag him for that back photo.
Yeah, totally.
Because he probably has no idea where we become friends.
You're on speaking terms with him, right?
Yeah, I could call him.
The copy of it, I'll buy him one. Tell him.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say that until we actually get one, just in case,
Or in case he goes, I fucking hated those guys.
Well, we worked on projects that that end up great, and you have like a rough time. It's like movie sets or things that you could hate each other, argue, and then it turns out beautifully, or the opposite happens. It turns out like a shit show, and you remember all the bad shit. Everyone kisses her at, like all those people. I watched the Oscars the other night. I love watching the Oscars, whether I agree with everything or not. I don't care. I have a good time watching it.
Yeah, I watched them.
And
What was that
Michelle and
sports-
I had a little pool.
I watched it this
got-
time. Yeah.
I got all but of the main ones, but one wrong. But I'm
Which
glad
one
I
did
got
you get wrong? Which you get wrong?
I'm glad I got it wrong because I thought
Best
Marty
actor.
Supreme would get actor, but I'm glad he didn't. So I'm
I'm
glad.
glad that Michael P. Jordan got it
Me
because
too,
I
me
wanted Delroy Lindo to get the Oscar for Best Supporting.
Pardon me?
I wanted Delroy Lindo to get
Yeah, but
the Best
Sean
Supporting.
Penn was so good. That performance was
Penn was
tremendous. And people bitching about him not being there. He was in Ukraine with Zelensky.
Yeah, he's in.
Hey,
Yeah, he's
did
in Ukraine. Yeah.
Did anyone stay to the end because they did a bit like at the very, very end?
Yes.
I saw it online.
Yeah,
I
where
didn't-
Conan, it basically they recreate the scene from with Sean Penn at the end of the.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was
did
fun.
they?
Yeah, it was fun. It was funny.
where he's in the room. He gets
Yeah,
his own office.
Here,
Yeah.
Here's my problem. I worked in the movie industry for over 30 years. And that's why I kind of don't go to movie theaters really anymore because I've had enough. The Oscars, here's the deal. The Oscars are marketing campaign.
Of course.
The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences makes their budget because it's their job to help promote the movie industry.
Mm-hmm.
That's the organization. They promote the movie industry. The Oscars is how they get their operation budget for the year. At least in my mind, for the last 40 years, probably longer, just the amount of money a studio spends on a marketing campaign
Right.
to help
Outrageous.
win the Oscars is sometimes as much as the marketing campaign for a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for as much as I would like to, I'm going to guess how much Warner Brothers spent to make that movie. How many Oscars did it win? 5 or 6?
Which one?
The Best Picture.
One battle.
But
Yeah,
it's,
One battle
it's
after
a real-
another.
I think
And
it's a really good.
I
it's-
watched
I think it was the best movie. Sinners. I would have been happy with Sinners.
Sinners
what-
was incredible.
I love Sinners, but I didn't like the buddy guy epilogue.
Can
I
I-
think
can
it was
I-
cute. I think they didn't need
Yeah.
that.
Okay, but let me tell you something.
Hmm.
Hold on. Both Sinners and One Battle was the same studio. Same studio.
Right.
Mhm.
So the money they spent, you're not supposed to like buy votes, but they basically do. They have screenings with free food and tchotchkes.
Yeah, but people
Get
are still going to
Academy
vote
voters.
for what they want, and
Hey,
people vote politically
Hold
sometimes.
on. Where Scotty lives, believe it or not, where Scotty lives, there are Academy voters who live there. They were part of a union and stuff. They're voters. They'll set up special screenings in Tampa for them to
Mhm.
come watch the movie
Well,
and all this stuff. So they spend.
I remember. See, Coogler made that movie Fruitvale out of Oakland. With same actor, and that's about a real situation that happened
That
in
was
the Bay Area.
heavy. That's a heavy film. Yeah.
That was a real thing that happened at BART and
Mhm.
the killing there.
Yeah.
Joey was going to say something about Sinners. Did you like it?
I have a different opinion of Sinners. I was really bummed out by Sinners, to tell you the honest truth, because I was
Why?
really into it. It was like, oh my God, what a beautiful movie. I'm going to love this movie. There's a guy with a guitar. This is going to be, I love period pieces. It was-
Wait. There's going to be a spoiler here for those of you who haven't seen it.
Yeah. Should I not say anything?
Yeah. Well,
No, because
I think I know what you're going to say, Joey. But
allude
I
to
I
it.
thought that was the best. That was the best twist, though, because to
But
me,
don't give it
it was
away.
an allegory. It was
I
an
actually haven't
allegory.
watched it yet. Don't
It was
do
an
it yet.
allegory for racism. It was an allegory for.
Totally
For-
understand.
It was so powerful for me. I just thought, it
I
was
I
incredible.
know all that, but
I
They
still
went
like
with that twist. I think it worked. I
so-
think I saw it with Michelle. We're not going to. I won't say it. I saw it with Michelle and the second time, Michelle and Joseph, and they didn't know, and I was like biting my,
Okay,
Um,
I won't give away anything, but except for the thing that is the twist, or the
Mhm.
thing about the movie, I just kind of
Yeah.
was like, really, and I hopefully this doesn't ruin the movie for anybody. But it's like, as a guitar player, it is after a while, it's like, really, you can't just rehearse and practice a lot and get good. there must be some kind of mojo, or the devil must get involved. I mean,
yeah,
I
but
had the same reaction.
And was
as
it
Joey.
really Charlie Patton's guitar?
I had the same reaction as Joey.
Hey, and by the way,
can I just say one thing though?
Yeah.
At the Oscars, I thought the Sinners section, to me was the mind-blowing thing in the whole show for me. I mean, I just thought that was incredible that they recreated that scene on stage.
I like the beginning and the end. Sinners.
Let me say this. Okay, it's been
That
a
was
fucking.
incredible.
Sinners has been out over a year, so if you haven't seen it yet, but let me say one more thing. Bruce,
it was really nice hearing Mazzy's point on you can't control yourself getting shit away.
Bruce Willis is dead. He sees dead people. Okay, if you haven't seen that,
here's the deal. It's on. It moved on to Amazon. So
yeah,
you on there.
Right.
I will watch it
on HBO too.
I will watch it, but here's the point I want to make, and this is always fascinating to me. Someone commented about Benicio del Toro nominated for an Oscar. Do you know how much screen time he had in that film?
Wasn't a lot.
12 minutes.
It wasn't a whole lot.
Wow. Here's the example I give people that blows their mind a little bit. Beetlejuice. How much screen time did Michael Keaton have in that film?
Very little.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes in Beetlejuice.
He's the most memorable thing in the whole film.
Well, he's the star of the film.
Yeah.
15 minutes. And here's one thing there are these movies where the star doesn't enter until 40 minutes into the film.
You're talking about Kevin Spacey?
Well, no, like those Glass Onion movies. When does Daniel Craig appear in the film?
Oh yeah. I liked but didn't love Hamnet. I think it's
I'm going to watch it tonight.
I think Jessie Buckley deserved the best actress. She's great in it. And it's a great film. It's a hard film and sometimes, but I respect it more than I enjoyed it. That makes sense?
I got to say, I thought that was that to me was an art piece. Like I felt like I was watching cinema at a high level. The whole thing artistically high level it reminded me of old movies that I used to really, really like. That one all the way through, that had me. That was a good one. I will say the worst ending of the year was not Sinners. Does not go to Sinners. The absolute for me, and I'm no fucking expert. What were you gonna say?
Say it. I'm trepidating because just say it. Say it.
Say it. All right. And I won't say what the ending what it is about it, but Begonia, for God's sake.
I haven't seen it.
I don't even want to see it. I don't know. It doesn't look appetizing to me.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
The whole movie was very good. It was well written. It kept changing and twisting. It was like, wow, okay. Didn't see that until the very end. And I'll just put it to you this way. To me, I felt like they ran out of money and they hired the people that got fired off the Lost in Space TV show to do. I mean, it was just, what the hell?
Hey, here's the famous one. All the President's Men.
Yeah.
Jane Alexander, who got nominated. I think she won the Oscar. Did she win the Oscar? She might have.
She gets interviewed in one scene or two scenes.
Oh,
she's in the movie for 7 minutes.
What about Meryl Streep? Very little in the film for Kramer versus Kramer.
Yeah, but it's a pivotal part of the movie.
But it's so small. I mean,
I like Train Dreams a lot. I thought that was a good film.
Yeah, that was very good.
But Marty Supreme, okay. I liked Marty Supreme, but I never want to see it again, and it made me too anxious the entire time. I
don't like that style of filmmaking. I do.
I thought it was good. Phil Levitt told me yesterday he couldn't get through it. I thought it was.
I saw it in the theater. It's so intense, but not in the right way. Also, it's this. The movie he made with Adam Sandler, Hidden Gems. It's so angst ridden. As great as it is, and great as Adam Sandler is, the same director as those brothers, I just thought that was too intense, and I never want to see those movies again.
The thing I didn't like about Train Dreams, shot beautifully. I wish we just bought it's not an expensive TV. We just got one of those giant ones, the cheapest one that looked okay at Costco. It was so cheap I couldn't stand it. It was like, fine. Let's get that. And it actually is pretty nice. But I wish we would have seen Train Dreams on that. But I didn't like the jump to 68 all of a sudden. Man on the Moon is like, what? You're telling me the World War II, nothing? No coming out of the forest?
Okay, here's a movie that pissed people off. It's one of my favorite movies of the last quarter century. It is Tree of Life, and it's with Sean Penn, and it's with the first time I ever saw Jessica Chastain in it. And this isn't a big wrecking thing, but it's the thing about the kid. It's beautiful. It's Terrence Malick, I think, beautifully shot. Fucking beautifully shot. But then all of a sudden it goes back in time, the creation of Earth with dinosaurs, and people couldn't what the fuck is this? I love that about that movie.
Hey, you want? I have one of my good buddies is a big exec in the movie industry. He worked a lot with Terrence Malick in the later part of Malick's career. And you think about Terrence Malick and his history as this kind of indie filmmaker, very, he makes these kind of specific kinds of films. He's this dude. Mm-hmm. The dude is obsessed with college football. Obsessed. And in fact, he'll delay stuff because the game's on and he needs to watch it. Ooh. That's hysterical to me.
Train Dreams is on Netflix if you have Netflix. Yeah. So
good looking movie.
Terrence
Malick's movies.
Okay, Terrence Malick movies are more an experience than they are films. But it's funny, like the one movie he made, he came back after like a 20-year absence. What was The Thin Red Line? When everyone was making fucking Vietnam movies?
Yeah. Right. I didn't love that.
That was really the introduction to Adrian Brody, who did not speak a word in that film. It was just him walking around like looking like horrified.
I love Terrence Malick. I even liked the movie he did with was it Pocahontas? What's it called? With Christian Bale and that one.
Yeah, I mean, here's is a person who was really about connecting filmmakers with audiences, and letting like my whole philosophy of doing this. People want to forget about their problems for 2 hours. Give them a reason that they invested their time, which is the most valuable thing, and they'll have a good experience. And it's funny how many filmmakers who just don't get that, even kind of mainstreamy filmmakers. That's all I want out of a film. I want to be distracted from my life and have a good experience.
When I lived in LA and I was younger before I got signed, and I lived right around the corner from Rocket Video on La Brea, I believe.
Yeah, yes.
And because I could walk there. I used to live on Willoughby, just west of La Brea. And
do you remember the old coffin factory around there? I worked in that building.
Can't say that I do. Can't say that I do. But my point was I was so into movies back then. I mean, just voracious, just going through the movies, but mostly retrospectively, mostly like 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, really into that. Then I get signed, start touring and having to work all the time and waking up at the crack of dawn to try to sing. And then I had kids and I lost the whole movie mojo. So there's like a chunk of years now that I just missed all those movies.
Badlands is great. Badlands is a great debut for Terrence.
Yeah. Joey, when I first moved to LA in '93, I came here to get into the movie business. I lived in Brentwood. The best place to go to watch movies was Westwood. When I moved here, Westwood had about 6 gigantic single screen theaters spread all over Westwood.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to do was in the middle of the day is go to one of those theaters and watch a film. Those theaters were awesome. And just over the years, step by step, they sold them off and closed them down.
Yeah. I saw Midnight Cowboy in 70 millimeter at one of those.
Ooh. There are 2 theaters that are still there. They haven't torn them down.
Right.
And then a group of investors led by a lot of filmmakers bought the Fox Theater in Westwood.
Yeah, I can
And
imagine.
it's supposed to reopen next year, redone.
Yeah.
Right.
Those theaters were awesome ass theaters.
I don't know
What's
how I
that-
got it.
what's
I
that-
don't know how I got into Midnight Cowboy, but when I saw it when it first came out, I didn't understand it all. It's because I was 14 years old, I believe, 14,
Right.
15. But it was X-rated when it first came out, and then it
Yeah.
switched. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, what's
Great movie.
what,
Also
what's
saw.
Hmm,
Go ahead.
No,
I
go
also
ahead.
saw Lawrence of Arabia in 70 millimeter in Century
Yeah.
City.
Wow,
That was
Oh, that-
fucking amazing.
that's a great movie, man.
I was too young to get it.
Yeah, me too. At first, the first time I saw it, I was like, "Huh?" But
Yeah.
Yeah,
as I
Rich,
got
that's
older,
you know,
there's so
that's
much in
what
that film. It's unbelievable.
Whenever I think there's this movie called The Hollywood Nights,
Oh yeah.
like Tony Danza and Michelle Pfeiffer in it. But there's a part of the story with two cops who are sitting in a car, and one guy has lyrics for the Lawrence of Arabia theme song.
Mhm.
I keep thinking about that.
For me, film.
Hey.
I know what you say, Rob, but for me, film, I have to care. Even if it's a bad character, I have to care about the characters. I'm more into characters than I am the story. Even that's how I am. I've always been that way.
What about when you have a bunch of characters
I
that
don't
you
like.
hate?
I don't like to be
Hold on.
be taken
That's-
away. Like I don't like blockbuster movies. I'm not really
He's
into
an English
like,
guy, came to fight
all
the
the-
Turkish.
You know,
Yeah,
Star
that's it.
Wars and all that kind of
That's
stuff.
Hey, but Scotty, when I survey people, even blockbusters, if they don't care about the characters, then the movie won't work. If you don't
But
care,
what I'm saying is, I'm not a blockbuster kind of guy. Like I'm
it
not into
doesn't
like
matter. A movie,
special effects. But that's
I
I'm just
understand.
talking about for me.
no, I
I just-
understand that, but
Yeah.
if you break down how a movie works and how people
Mhm.
watch it and their feelings of it,
Mhm.
a special effects film is no different than an independent, small, tiny film. It
Mhm.
really isn't, because the
Right.
process of evaluating them for what I did is the same. If the people don't care about the characters, then the movie doesn't work for them. It
Yeah,
doesn't
but
matter.
for me, all the fanfare doesn't do it for me.
But you're
I
you're
get
not
turned off by it.
understanding what I'm saying by saying that.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that for me, I'm more of a small film guy.
Yeah, but there's science fiction small films. There's dramas. There's
Yeah.
comedies. Again, the art of storytelling
Mhm.
is the same regardless of genre or budget or whatever.
But I don't need to go see any more Transformer movies.
I don't go for any of those superhero things, and that doesn't do a thing for me. Nothing.
I don't need any more Marvel.
No,
Nope.
I don't go to any of those. I don't
I
watch any.
hate that stuff.
Just
I went
not-
to the
I don't
first
begrudge
two.
anybody who loves it.
Hey,
Like they
I'm
have to see every
telling-
Star
I'm
Wars
telling you-
movie in the
I'm
world.
telling
That's
you right
fine.
now,
It's just not
I'm
me.
telling you, the biggest movie is about to come out. The biggest movie of the year is about to come out. It's a big budget sci-fi film, and from what people are saying about it, it touches your heart. You care about the characters. That's that Ryan Gosling movie, the Project Hail Mary. I
Oh,
promise
okay.
you go see
That
it.
is a
That
completely
looks good
a
though.
big
That
budget
looks
sci-
good.
That's like The
I read
Martian.
book.
It's the same
That's a
writer as The
completely
Martian.
different story.
Yeah.
That's not like Star Wars. It's not Star Wars.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's a big
I read
budget
the book.
special effects film.
It's a different
I'm
kind of
all-
movie.
The thing is
I'm
that
all
it's-
for time travel or save the race, go to sleep in space movies, man. Those are
it's a
all
good
those are
story.
okay with
I-
that.
I think the last big story movie for me was Alien.
I
love
enjoy.
that.
I enjoyed.
You're
like, I know
you're
they
jaded as hell, Scotty.
I know they keep.
What about,
I know they keep remaking these films, but the Batman, the last one with Patrick, what's his name? Not Patrick. The British. They're all British.
I was
actors.
not Batman. I was not Batman.
But no, but the Batman. It's a detective film more than a superhero film, and in conjunction with that, on HBO or whatever it was on, the Penguin is excellent. It's
thought that
Why don't they do? Why don't they do a movie on Robin?
good. That was
They
great.
should.
That was
They
good.
should. The Penguin was fucking amazing.
I did see the Joker, and
Robert Pattinson, thank you.
I
I
guess
did like the Joker.
The Joker was great. The Pot Dew is horrible.
anyway,
No, the musical.
Yeah, I watched it and it just.
I didn't see it.
it was.
So I don't
bad.
mean to bring this to music, but what are we doing Thursday? Is there anything planned on Thursday, or is that like open?
Okay, here's Thursday, and all you stalkers, please don't listen. I am running my cab service. I have to pick up Mazzy. I have to pick up Kimbo.
Well, I'm going to be the same ride. I'm waiting. I'll wait for.
And then we're going to go hit a few record stores. I'm picking them up around 12:30, supposed to be. Then we're going to hit record stores a bunch. Then we'll probably go grab a bite. But Patrick is probably the only one who would appreciate this. My team's in the NCAA tournament. They're playing North Carolina.
VCU, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, around 3 p.m. I thought we could go get something to eat at a place that might show it. And then we don't have to be there the whole time, whatever. But then we'll go up. Mazzy is staying in the valley.
I'm not staying in the valley. I'm staying like
You're
off of
staying-
Wilshire.
Mid Wilshire.
Okay, so you're not far from where, because Kimbo's staying in Santa Monica.
So what I'll do is, depending, either you'll drop me off there or I'll be somewhere and I can take a lift to my friend's house. So I probably won't be with you after that on
Rob,
Thursday.
answer the question. And
Patrick, I'm
not
fucking
either way.
around all day.
Are you going to
Thursday.
Boogie Maru with
All
me?
right.
Patrick's been to Boogie Maru, I think. I took
If
him
you
there.
but are you
It doesn't seem like a Patrick type of store.
Which one is
Why
that?
not?
Is that the one that has
Japanese
has all the?
Blessings of records.
the
Oh yeah,
Japanese?
that one place was great. That place was great.
Oh, okay.
Well,
It
if you
didn't
go,
seem-
let me know.
We are,
Okay.
because we're hitting West Side, or they call it the South Bay. We're hitting stores all around there.
That's by your secret store, right?
I'm taking them to my secret store.
So I'll get a hold of you, Jim, and we can figure out if we want to meet with them or if we want to do our own thing.
Yeah,
Well-
I have to go to Freak Beat on Thursday. That's my one thing. I got to pick up a piece of paper. I never did. I have to file my taxes. So I gotta
Freak
go
Beat's
there.
getting one of the laminates for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bob Say best.
Freak
Bob
Beat-
Say's the guy who talked me into starting Record Collector News.
Yeah, he's great. It's Bob, and then the Amoeba will be the other store that gets one.
Hey,
Don't tell Jim that.
hey, Dane.
Yeah,
Are you going to
Bob-
be in town,
Alright.
Joey? Are you good for this, or
I'm sorry?
are you going to be in LA for this?
No, I wanted to be, but the fucking band I'm in decided to move the recording session to the following week, so I kind of have to go the next weekend. It just didn't make monetary sense to spend an extra $1,000 to go down to LA to spend another $1,000 on records that I shouldn't be buying.
Well, it never makes fiscal sense.
Anyone who goes to Amoeba should, when they make their purchase, ask the person at the.
Oh God, here we go.
Where's your? Do you guys? Can you get me a
Record
copy
Collector?
of Record Collector News? That free paper, Record Collector News. Where is it?
So Patrick, are you driving around or are you?
time.
Yeah, I'm driving. I'm driving down, but usually what I do is I go to Jim's house and I just let Jim
Okay,
carry me
'cause
around.
He'll tell you where to be at 6 o'clock Friday. So whoever,
So
6 in the
usually I just park my car at Jim's house from the hotel,
Got
and
it,
I just
got
like go with him because he knows where he's going and shit, and so it's like I don't. And
Hey, I thought I took
Oh,
a picture.
our
Hold
taco
on.
place is gone.
Hold
I
on.
know.
Taco-
Hey, Dane, on the wall at Safari, it's been there for a while. There's a sealed copy of the Crosby, Stills, and Nash. They want $300 for it.
which Crosby, Stills and Nash?
The
Couch
couch
album.
Couch album.
Why is it $300? What's
It's sealed. It's sealed.
It's sealed. But we don't know if it's a 75 Rockefeller, an 1841 Broadway,
No,
if it's a
is
Monarch.
this,
if it's a
let me ask you
Blackwell,
guys
if
this.
it's
Is this
Pittman.
a thing now that's just sealed albums from the 70s are all worth something now?
I'm
Uh-oh.
taking with me. I'm taking a sealed MoFi Led Zeppelin 2 and hoping to trade that for some with
You
Rockaway.
know how
or
much my
somebody,
sealed
so.
Zappa from the 70s are worth?
No.
$25.
Hey, Mazzy, they also have
I'm not kidding.
they also have the King Crimson record
Really?
sealed for $500.
There's like 50.
So no,
Okay,
if you want the King Crimson album, get the German stateside. It's better than any other copy.
Which
So
one?
trust
You're
me.
talking about Court of the Crimson
Give
King?
it a quarter of the
Yes.
Crimson King. That's the only
Is
one. That
there
matters.
another? Listen, I understand they put out other albums. when I say that, Mazzy, you know what album I'm talking about.
Either that or Red. Either that or Red are the only two King Crimson albums for me.
There you go.
Do you have the
Jim
do you have the freak
left
out
the building,
newsletter?
Joey,
Do you
sorry.
have the newsletter that Jim is missing and wants desperately to complete his collection?
Jim, we got a Zappa sighting.
Oh, hold on.
Zappa.
And I'm giving Jim a get out of jail free card, Patrick.
Okay.
Although he adores you and likes spending time with you, hanging out at record stores, he hates it. He really does.
Is he
I
gonna,
know he's just
No.
looking for Mac Davis records.
Patrick is much faster than you are, Rob.
And I don't sit down on the floor and just like
Patrick makes
spread
you
records
look like
everywhere.
some sort of
Hey,
remedial-
listen. Here's Jim's idea of hanging out in a record store. He goes and finds the Brokeback Mountain soundtrack, and then takes both copies and hands them to me. That's Jim's joke.
He's trying to tell you something.
So Chris, so I don't understand where everybody's located on the LA map where Chris is, and I know where Jim lives, but and where I'm staying is usually probably about 10 minutes from Jim. So I don't know where Piper. I thought Piper's was close
Piper's
to that.
way
that
far.
There's
area.
another 10, 15 minutes beyond
Yeah,
me.
Piper is deep in the heart.
But
of
he's
the-
a deeper, but it's a decent direction because it's in the direction of Deadly Wax, which is a good store.
I do like Atomic. Was that the Atomics with the two brothers that don't get along?
Well, yeah,
Hey,
Okay.
Piper's work is near Atomic, not his house.
yeah. Piper works very close. I went into Atomic the other day, and they were mad at each other.
Oh,
and
hold on. Friday, here's a deal. There's a couple stores we don't normally go to because they're deep in the heart of the valley. There's Deadly Wax, and
Good
there's
store.
and then there's
CD Trader.
CD Trader.
What's the new one? What's with the spikes guy?
Oh, but that's way
Far
way
Spikes.
far. Yeah.
Oh, that's
David
not bad.
Raw and
I'm staying in Hancock Park.
Are you really?
I
Yeah,
actually
That's nice.
bought some
Where's-
records from Fubar Records recently. They actually
Yeah, that was
online.
good too,
Near-
right, Patrick?
Near Beverly
it was.
Boulevard, near I-5.
That's posh territory there.
I've been in the
Beverly-
record collector.
Oh
Club
yeah, that
meeting.
got top. Yeah, that's money.
Jim made me go in the record collector, and I
Well,
got
they've owned the
fleeced.
house for
I got
30
fleeced
years.
on a Brinsley Schwartz record, and Jim was laughing his ass off.
Yeah, that was funny.
And-
That was pretty good.
And CD Trader sucks ass. I don't like that place.
Why?
It does.
I'll tell you what's fun.
They pack their records too tight.
That's it.
The-
It's
Oh.
too tight. It's too tight.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I hate that.
What's
Yeah.
Deadly Wax? Is that what you were talking about? What is that?
Deadly Wax
I've
is a
only been-
good little independent store.
Where is
I don't think I've been to that one.
It's
But
in,
that's the guy used to work for Better Records, right?
What
yeah,
part?
it's
He's one of the nicest guys in the world.
it's in used to be it's in not Chatsworth, but
Granada Hills.
Granada
You know,
Hills. Right.
30 years ago, or plus 30, 35 years ago, Hancock Park were in expensive houses. So
Oh no,
They-
it
they
still
are
is.
now.
Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now.
So it sounds,
They
so it
were.
sounds like Thursday's kind of loose, right? And then
It
Friday
depends.
is when we're all going to kind of sync up. Is that how I'm kind of hearing things?
I
Yeah.
Money.
have no
Hey,
idea.
Patrick,
Things are gonna fall apart.
how do you know Granada Hills?
I don't even know where Granada Hills is.
Yeah,
In the
I-
valley. That's it's famous because that's where John Elway went to high school.
Well, I could give a fuck about Johnny Boy, but or his dad Jack Elway, or San Jose State, or what any of those places that are associated with the Elway legend. So, but yeah, I don't want to go places where people know they're hot stampers or know they're pressing.
the
That's
Deadly
the
Wax is
last place
good.
I want to
Deadly
go.
Wax-
So,
Deadly Wax.
I want to
is-
go to the store that doesn't know that shit.
do stores not know that anymore?
Oh,
People-
there's lots of stores that don't know
No,
that shit.
people know what they have, but the store that I always wanted to take Patrick to, the Honey Hole, he liked because that's what I think a good record store is.
Yeah, I like that place. Is that where's that at?
In the West Side, that's where we're gonna go on Thursday.
Okay, I don't know. So Friday we're going to Rockaway, right?
Yeah.
That's the general plan. We're going to start in Rockaway and then spread out and conquer LA. Is that what's happening?
I think we go to Rockaway, then we go to we're at 10:30. I might, depending what they drop for Safari, I might go there first, and then go over to because it's not far. And then here's my theory about Friday: Safari, Rockaway, Amoeba, Atomic, and Freakbeat.
Perfect.
Hollywood at 6. So Hollywood Boulevard.
I wish I could remember what that one store was. What was that? What was that store we went to where we heard that soul record and that guy wouldn't sell it to me?
Oh, it's what, Jim? It's near the Marine store. What is it? Gimme Gimme.
That's a
Gimme
good
Gimme.
store. That's a good
It is.
store.
That guy used to be in
I like-
Brooklyn. He used to be in Brooklyn, and then he moved here. He's got a shitload of records. He got famous with what's that comedian podcaster that lives in Highland Park there? Anyway,
Joe Rogan.
almost. But anyway, Gimme Gimme is he's. Want to know something about Gimme Gimme? Next door to Gimme Gimme, it's a therapist. That's his wife.
You know, it's one gimme short of a ABBA song.
Gimme Gimme.
I just remember hearing that record and going, "Hey, how much for that record?" He wouldn't sell it to me. I was like, "Oh man."
That's
I don't
not,
remember.
not cool to
My
play
fa-
in the cell.
It was a great soul record, man. I mean, it was.
I got a
great.
recent reissue of it. It's called The Whole Damn Family. It's from Richmond, Virginia. That album.
Oh yeah, I know about that record. Yeah.
Dan's found an OG of it. Chance has that.
I mean, I heard it. And I was like, oh, this is exactly what you hope for at a record store, right? You play something and somebody wants to buy it. I was like, going, you sucked me in, and you wouldn't sell it to me.
That's
What day are you guys going to Freak Beat?
Probably
I have to go
Friday.
Thursday.
I probably,
Yeah.
because I have to go there on my own maybe at some point. My friend lives right a few blocks from there, and the guy who's been sick, and I have to visit him. I haven't seen him since the pandemic. So
What about Musso Frank? Is that going to happen?
Friday at 6.
I'm already like I'm missing the whole Crab Louie thing. I mean, I can feel it right now. It's like
I haven't had a martini at that place in 100 years.
You know what makes Crab Louie in Seattle? It seems hard to believe.
you have to be there. That's the only place I really want one.
I used to go there with a very famous astrologer in the 80s. Her name was, Rocky Horror.
Oh yeah, Rocky Horror.
Is that your
Rocky?
number?
That's
Her
real name.
shit.
Did you just text me, Piper?
Rocky Horror was the best.
Yeah. No one knew she was a woman.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, it's Chris's name.
So does anyone see the video of me and Michael Fremer going into a record store called Mount Analog, and the lady went after Fremer because she didn't like him writing his credit card thing on top of a CD that she had stacked. Don't sign on my product. I mean, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
So
and then Fremer trashed the shit out of her on his website.
Of course he did. So Permanent Records is, what is it, like 6 o'clock or something after the show, or 5?
Okay, so here's the deal. We're going to get to the show for early, around 10 a.m., right? It goes till 5. I can't imagine everyone together will want to stay there that whole time.
All the way till 5. Come on, guys.
There's got to be a point where people are hungry enough to go get some food.
Oh yeah.
And then after, we would go over to.
Is there a place to walk to get food near there or not?
I don't think so, unfortunately. Well, they should. Maybe if they've got it together, there is. But
it's downtown. The parking is $5, which is insanely good. We'll find a place. We can find a place.
Are you going to live stream the party?
We'll go to Felipe's.
Oh, you mean for my live stream? I wasn't planning it. My Saturday live stream. I think I'm not going to do it this week unless we'll see.
The live stream hangout party. Come on,
King Taco.
Yeah.
At least
You don't have to go
it's so funny. I just got a notification. I bought, when I went to England a year and a half ago, I bought these 2 battery packs for my phone and I still use them, right?
Yeah.
And it's great because when you're out on a whole day, your battery goes down, especially shooting video and all that stuff. So they're the best things. I love them. I've had no issues with them. Literally yesterday, and it's too late for me to do anything, I got a notice of a recall because some of them have burned up.
Uh-huh.
And it caused a fire. And
about that.
So
Yeah,
we
I'm
need
gonna
to
use
dress
them,
up for
but-
this Musso and Franks. We need to dress up, right?
No, I'm not
No.
dressed.
mean,
Wear your dress T-shirt.
Don't
Patrick.
dress like a fucking person who lives in Seattle. Don't just like,
Wear your tuxedo T-shirt.
I was gonna say, don't wear that, please.
I'll
It
wear.
says I'm here to
Burn
burn
those
those.
it's
things.
not that type of, it's not that type of
It's gonna
fancy.
be very hot. in
Really,
LA.
really, because it costs $15 for French fries. That usually tells me that's a pretty fancy place.
It is a fancy place. It's
It's
old
rock
school.
and roll
fancy.
That makes any sense. You can dress
What?
rock. You can dress just like you're going to
It's
the
rock and roll fancy, he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing of it
Not
is
not a sports jacket place. It's LA.
keep in mind, take everything Mazzy says with a grain of salt. He has no
I'm,
respect. for
I'm sort of like didn't understand why the rainbow didn't come up as an option.
Yeah, Seattle men dress like shit. Okay, I've said it before many times.
To me, the rainbow's kind of
Rainbow.
You haven't been to Tampa Bay.
That's they have great cheese pizza. It's as far as cheese pizza goes. And it's the only place you want to hear music like that. I mean, I never want to hear Motley Crue and all that.
I do.
Really.
Hold on.
But when you're there,
Not while I eat.
Oh, hold on. I've been to the Rainbow and I've eaten there and
it's-
hung out. So screw you, Vital Piper.
food
I
shit.
would love to go to the Rainbows.
Here's the problem
Maybe
with the
maybe,
Rainbow.
Friday we can maybe Saturday we do the what was it, Sunday?
Here's the problem with the Rainbow.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a seat. There's like 10 tables in there.
Oh, no, it's not. Not if you go late enough. You'll be fine. There's big booths in the back. We do it
Yeah, there's a big area in the back.
we play the Roxy all the time. Whenever I play the Roxy, we go to the Rainbow. There's even when it's packed, there's space. Because people like to hang out outside and shit. Just go inside to the back booths. You'll be good.
I did a record swap meet there in the parking lot of the Rainbow, right of the Roxy right there. Took over the parking lot, did a record show. Everybody was eating at the Rainbow.
So,
I mean,
okay.
so are you leaving Sunday, Mazzy, or are you using Monday?
Monday.
So why don't we do Sunday at the Rainbow?
I might meet you guys one night. I have to be. I'm staying with this couple who's coming to dinner with us Friday, but I think need to have dinner one of their nights. They wanted to do it Saturday, but maybe might see if at their house. So, but doesn't mean you can do without me. I don't have to be at every
Patrick,
All of us? Is that for all of us to go to their house?
No,
been to the Rainbow?
I've never
I
been to
don't-
the Rainbow.
I don't
Dude.
own an ascot.
Fucking go.
And
Just-
we played the whiskey one time, so I didn't even go to the Rainbow then.
You have to go to the Rainbow. You must go to the
I'm not the Thurston Howell of the VC. Okay,
Wait, am I wrong? Is the Rainbow
a lot of cool shit that you would like.
Is-
Let's put it that
is
way.
the Rainbow where,
Rainbow's the Roxy.
hold on, is the Rainbow where Lemmy used to play the
Yes.
video game?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly where Lemmy played his video game.
Wow.
And with Phil Campbell just dying. So yeah.
Yeah, there's Lemmy. There's a lot of Lemmy.
Okay, so
stuff
it's
all-
Fluffy picking
about a
you
year
guys
or so, I was the building
And the
engineer of the
bus?
I was the engineer of the 9,000 Sunset building across the street, that big 18-story building across the street.
You were a what? You were
I
a
was
what?
the building engineer. My
Whoa,
title
whoa,
was
whoa. Where did you get a degree? Did you graduate
what I
as an
did.
engineer from a college?
As the building engineer, my duties
That's
were
it.
changing fluorescent light bulbs and making keys. Other than that, I
Okay.
didn't do shit.
So you were basically what's the guy from One Day at a Time? You were
The
basically
air,
fucking
plus the air
what's his
conditioning
name?
didn't. Plus the air
What was the
conditioning.
handyman from One Day at a Time? The guy
Worse
with the
than that.
mustache.
Schneider.
The air
Schneider, you were
conditioning
Schneider.
did not
Schneider.
work. The
You know,
AC didn't work in that building, and I used to walk around with a.
Jim, were you there in the late '80s?
No, I was there in the 70s.
So
Remember
Right
the movie Shampoo? You know who was
What?
in there? Was Burt
Yeah.
Sugarman.
Yeah.
Burt Sugarman was on the 17th floor. He had the
Oh
whole.
my
17th
God.
floor. He had a gold toilet that I used to crap on. He was never there, and his secretary used to let me in. I'd go take a goddamn nap in his bed.
Nice.
He was married to Carol Wayne at the time. She would ride the elevator once in a while, and we would all jump in the elevator when she was there. You know?
Eyes up, Jim. Eyes up.
I know, and
Well,
she
for you,
That-
your height,
that
you'd be
wasn't-
right,
no.
right there. You'd be right,
right
there.
there. That was in fact her voice, and she did in fact have like 2 or 3 PhDs. She was a fucking genius.
Cool.
She drowned it.
So Musso,
anyways.
a lot of TV shows and movies have been shot at Musso and Frank's.
If you watch Bosch,
Bosch,
favorite place.
Swingers. I mean, Swingers was also at the Dresden. Is Dresden still anything?
Yep.
You're right. It's not what it used to be. A buddy of mine was I've told you about. He's a crash guy. He's the guy who crashed.
A stuntman.
Stuntman.
And he was the Bosch.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, she did drown in Mexico. I grew up in that neighborhood. I used to go to the Los Feliz Theater and watch cartoons in the morning. My parents would drop us off.
How do you feel about Danny Bonaducci?
I love Danny.
Dude,
how's he doing? Danny's in Palm Springs, I think. I want to get him on this show.
He was the sidekick for Adam for a while, right? Adam Carolla.
Danny?
Yeah, we were on his show quite a few times. So I've spent time with Danny.
You know what Danny Bonaducci does now? He'll go to record stores, and if they have a copy of the Partridge Family album, he'll sign it and hide it and tell you he did it there, so you can go there to find it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And so basically, the record store still has a signed copy in their bins of his record.
I have all their records.
I went to school with and was kind of best friends with Danny's older brother, Anthony.
Okay, here's my plan this weekend at the Vinyl Con.
Okay.
There'll be famous people there, and I'm going to go up to them and say, hey, do you know Mazzy? And they'll go, no. I said, he's big on YouTube. He talks a lot of shit about you.
I plan to do at Vinyl Con is be the entourage. I'll be walking around and everybody will recognize everybody else but me. And I'll just be part of their entourage and I'll walk around in their shadow. Even Jim will have
You're recognized, Patrick. You're people know who you are.
Yeah.
You know?
I was hanging out with them and it's like everybody and their grandmother. I literally tried to get recognized by this one guy. I literally did everything I could. I sat there and like went to his box, started talking to him. He recognized Rob and he was like all about Rob. And so I was like going, I was trying to, and nothing, not even, and then I'm walking around and then Jim, people recognizing Jim. And I'm like going,
that's because I get recognized because of when I'm like standing near Rob, they go, whoa, is that guy freakishly tall? And
here's the deal. Here's the deal. Everyone vote. Maybe we'll do it on Thursday. Who will get recognized the most at Vinyl Con?
My friend Brooks, a couple times now, he's been on my show, not as much as any of you guys, but he's been on a handful. He goes to Big Ears every year. And he sent me this picture because some guy yells out, hey, it's Jazz Shit Brooks, right across the street. And of course, he had never had an experience like that. It was pretty cool. It's pretty fun.
I have been recognized I've been recognized for being PB Thal, the Ripper, and not PB Thal, the YouTube guy, more than I have, for sure. Are you that guy?
The show the other night.
Hopefully, we might not be this lucky, but there might be one guy at the Vinyl Con who might recognize you.
I don't think he's showing up to that.
I do have a small zoo.
You have you have a great backyard. Your backyard's really great, but
we recently installed aviary netting over the whole fucking thing because in January some hawks showed up and killed like 3 of our chickies.
As long as the pig's okay.
Front yard's really nice.
My front yard right now is unfucking believable. It's so cool. If you have any chance of allergies, you will get them because everything is blooming.
Do I have to make barbecue sauce out of thin air again, or are you going to buy some?
Well, we should discuss that. I mean, that was not bad what you made.
Yeah.
I could do that again. I don't know. We need to talk about the menu, but something's going to happen.
Okay.
My voice gets recognized more than my face. My voice, no matter where I go.
Well, you have a great fucking voice, man.
I do because I do radio. So I mean, I go to North Carolina, I go to different places, and if I'm in a store talking, somebody goes, "Are you Scott?" I mean, people actually, they stream us, So I get recognized when I open my mouth when I talk. Yeah.
When I was in the 7th grade, my voice changed down to this, and I was like this midget with a fucking low voice.
And what are you now?
Well, I'm a fatter midget.
I think there was at one.
He's a fidget.
At one Dada concert, Gabby went up to Joey and says, "You know Mazzy, don't you?" Something like that.
That's right. That is what happened. At
My
the
only
merch
Jim
table.
Ladd story is Jim Ladd was very, very, very good to Record Collector News. I bought an ad on Jim Ladd's radio program, and he played it about 10 times more than I paid for it.
You know, we should go into the troubadour like shit face with Kotex taped to our heads, like the famous John Lennon, Harry
All
Nilsson.
right, put that on the list. Put that on the list of things to do.
I'll be at the Rainbow. I'll be at the Rainbow where you guys have Kotex on your head at the Troubadour.
Yeah.
They
Rainbow
just what's the club? One of the music venues in Hollywood just opened a vinyl lounge bar.
It's not in Hollywood. It's the Palladium.
Palladium.
The Palladium. Yeah.
Where's that?
What was the place that wasn't in Sunset? Was it the Starwood? The Starwood is that the other place?
Starwood.
That was, Santa Monica,
long gone.
Crescent Heights.
You know, Rick's. I actually did go to a reception with Jimmy Buffett at ABC Days. So in a way, that's exactly right. I was one of many, but I met him. But I wouldn't say we partied. But it was a promotion reception. I forgot what album. Might have been the double live album.
How about the Plush Poodle on Hollywood Boulevard?
Okay, so Saturday we're gonna meet at 10 at the. We're gonna go in at 10 at the record at the VinylCon.
Early access is.
Yeah.
Now,
okay.
Well, we'll talk later about on the text. We have a text thread going.
Yeah, but it's easier to talk verbally.
Do you have a list? Is that for sure, Jim? The list thing?
Yes, and I've been in contact with the guy just 2 minutes ago. So
okay. I don't need a ticket because I already bought the early bird. Unless
we left
what's his name earlier.
We left what's his face off Omnivore.
Brad. No, I say put Brad on there.
No.
I did text you say put Brad on there. I did.
So if there's an extra, I don't need a pass because I have one.
I might need Brad's spelling. Maybe I have it.
BRAD.
It's only like $35 for the whole.
It's not rocket science.
Hold on.
I was more thinking in terms of the last.
So how many vendors are supposed to be here?
Because a pass for Brad.
How many vendors are there, Rob?
Over 100.
There's got to be at least. There were probably last time. How many, Jim? Like 50?
Right now he's saying over 100. The interesting thing, though, is that they're not the same 100 that we always get. They're people from Arizona and all over the place, so it'll be good.
Yeah,
I want people who just
who's
want
going to be there. Rockaway's going to be there with some serious shit, buying and selling.
I'm going to bring some serious shit for Rockaway to trade for. So yeah,
there you go.
I have that butcher cover slick that I've been holding on to for years that I want to get rid of.
I've sold some stuff to Rockaway, and they are so goddamn fair.
I just want to trade. I don't even want money. I just want to trade. So
I gave a box of Beatle records that, to my eye, were thrashed beyond recognition to Rockaway, and they were from my cousin, and they gave us $800.
Wow.
Like, what the fuck was in there?
Yeah, but I don't think Record Safari would be interested in that butcher cover slick because it's more of a memorabilia thing than an actual audio thing.
No,
so.
They've been.
Record
Safari. Here, let me show you. Hold on, I'll show you what it is.
Record Safari. If you go to their website every Wednesday, they do a drop. They've been dropping a lot of autographed pictures. So.
Hey, Joey, watch that video link I sent you when you have time, and just think it might give you some ideas in a direction. Not to copy that, obviously, but you don't have to spend a lot.
Right. Yeah.
What's up with this? That's interesting.
All right. So let me see if I can get this. I take this apart because I
McCartney at the Fonda Theater.
Of it.
Huh.
That's not a very big.
You should get it
No, it's
slabbed.
Place.
So this is a salesman slick. You can see the punch out over here. If Rob would make me big, you could really see it.
Okay, hold on.
Not Joey.
Right, Joey.
So you can see where a salesman would have had a book that they went around to the record stores, and this is an actual one from the Beatles Yesterday and Today, the Butcher cover. This is a slick that would have been in a salesman's binder as they went to the record stores. Here, how many copies of this record do you want?
That is
allegedly this came from the musician Tony O'Kay. The guy that gave it to me was a drug dealer who traded drugs for records back in the 80s. And allegedly this was Tony O'Kay's.
Is that the provenance, the drug dealer thing?
Yeah.
The provenance.
Yeah. So I bet you that the guys at Rockaway know this dude. His name was, I think, Donald Chen was his name. And I bet they probably know him since they've been around forever. So I will, but yeah.
Okay.
Vinyl Piper says vinyl con at 10, permanent at 5.
Hey, I'm going to share the screen real quick, guys.
You can make me unbig again.
All right. Give me a second here. Hold on. You are not big anymore. I'm sharing the screen. Let me make this bigger. Okay. Paul McCartney at Rocks the Fonda, March 27th and 28th.
wow. Shit.
28th. Let's Friday's better. Is Friday better?
You better just it's already sold out. Or no, not sold out, but
I'm gonna be there.
well, go online and
I mean,
I gotta work that night though.
all right, continue.
28th. Interesting.
Continue. This is not fair ticket request. So is it free? I'm not letting you see my information.
it could be like what he did in New York last year or whenever it was.
All right, I'm going through this right
Beacon,
now.
not the Beacon, the Bowery.
We're doing permanent. We're doing permanent Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
5 o'clock.
I got to see him at Amoeba, so I saw him in something like this.
Cool.
Okay, permanent records, you can talk him down on price. The more you drink, the more you spend, so be careful.
Okay, what's going on?
You know, maybe you can help me, Vinyl Piper, because there's an Emerald record on his wall that's been there. Like, if it's there again, this will be the third time it's been on the wall that I've been there. So,
What are they
it's
asking?
got like 300.
Hold on.
Cult Vault 67, Vinyl Con Sunday.
The Butcher cover is always in demand.
Yeah.
But it's not. But this is unique because it's not an actual album cover.
No, I
It's
know.
actually
I'm talking, there's a comment about
that's
it.
different.
No,
But
I
even Butchers have gone down in price, you know.
well, not all. It depends on the Butcher
There's
cover.
a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
I sold a sealed one for $3,000. That was given to me by the same guy that gave me.
There's a part now. You know, a lot of people my age are getting rid of. I sold one for 1,100 something. You know, last year.
I think that's lower than it was 20 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends on the thing. You know.
Love to have one. I just not about to spend any kind of money like that on that.
I have the best one ever.
You know, Sticker
Mine
Mania.
is so fucked up.
Capital would be.
Rockaway.
I know Capital, like they're stepping on ping pong balls or whatever you want to call it. They'd be smart to put out like either not a record strip, a reissue on the 60th anniversary of the Butcher cover as is, like they did with the 64 Capital stuff. Just put it out. You know, some people will bitch about it, but it's been out forever. So just put it out as a one-off release, and you'll sell a shitload of copies.
And then they'll probably fuck up the pressing. I've been getting some shitty pressing records lately.
Really?
Just like
from who?
rack. You know, two jazz records and 2 not jazz records. Just bad. I mean, like dirty, like noisy pressing.
You know what's weird is on a couple of blue notes that people sent me of like Tone Poets, at the end of the side, like literally like right when the music stops, there's like hash, like freaking like noise on like 4 or 5 that I've heard just at the end. I mean, there's in between tracks, but it's just right at the very end of the record when the music trails off. You hear this.
But that could be sometimes, as I've noticed, like on my old machine, when I put my label protectors on, that kind of like, if you don't wipe that off, that will make noise at the very end. I mean, who kind of gives a shit about noise right there? But I did.
But it's
Like-
right where it trails off, man. The music's trailing off, and all of a sudden it's.
Yeah.
But it's just the tone poets. Like it's weird. It's like the last several tone poets that I've listened to have that.
I'm gonna go.
Here-
I gotta go.
Hold on. Here's what I did.
Hi, Scott.
So what you have to do for this Paul McCartney thing is you have to register. You register. Please note you registered. This is not a ticket confirmation nor a guarantee of access to purchase tickets. This is just a confirmation email that you've been registered.
Does it say how much they cost?
No,
Of course it doesn't.
because the registration, it's just I've registered, so I guess I'll get a notification that I can buy tickets. When they'll weed, here's my feeling. They're going to weed out the Jews. Then
Don't say that. I just watched Nuremberg last night, so don't.
Hey man, I just finished reading Mother Night.
I just went to a lecture at the Holocaust Museum about the new.
okay, we all support
modern
the Jews. I made a
anti-Semitism.
joke. You don't have to defend how you like the Jews.
I love the Jews.
You know,
I'm from New York.
McCartney doesn't do these for the money. Believe me, these comments McCartney needs the money.
How many, Joey? What does the Fonda hold? 300 people?
No, more than that, but it's a cool spot. It's
No,
out-
it's not, and it's right down the street from Amoeba.
Wait. Oh, okay. What am I thinking? I'm thinking about the one that's off of the 101 freeway. It's open air.
That's the amphitheater, isn't it? That's the hold on, it's at the Fonda,
well,
right?
I'm thinking that's
Fonda
what I was thinking it would be.
This is the Fonda Theater.
The Fonda Theater is not far down the street from Amoeba. It's a theater. Yeah, it holds like 300 people.
Okay, that's not the one I was thinking of. Wow, that's very small.
I think it holds 300. It might be more. Hey, I'm going to do what Mazzy does. Hey, Siri, how many people does the Fonda Theater hold?
It'd be like in the 800s.
1,200 people. Then I'm wrong. That's still tiny.
According to my watch, it's 1200.
Rob was wrong.
The other theater is an amphitheater, the Greek. It's the Greek.
Yeah, but there's an outdoor
Here you
fun.
go.
I thought.
Yes, you're thinking of the Ford.
Ford
John
Theater.
Hanson Ford
That's it.
across the
That's
street.
That's what it is. You're right.
I'm waiting
That's-
for Paul McCartney to play the Tractor Tavern in
Hey, Joey,
Seattle.
I'm going to send you a link. Reserve. Well, if I could buy more than one ticket, you're here. Calm down.
Oh, so he's your boyfriend now. I'm getting jealous, Rob.
I'm only doing it to upset Coffee Julie. Believe it or not, when Joey's in town, he says, I like hanging out with you more than Maz and Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
You're welcome.
He does 2 shows in a row. Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Got to
All
go
right.
see my
We
mother-in-law.
went
Take care,
12
Scott.
minutes over. Come back Thursday. There'll be more Vinyl Con talk, I'm
Have,
sure.
I
have
might
fun,
get on
have
from
fun
the
at Vinyl Con, guys.
I'll
Rob-
probably get
Missed
on
it.
for a little bit from the airport, but I
What you think of that
leave it.
record? Let me know how
Bye.
it's.
Yeah, I'm going to report back how the Dada record store day.
You know,
I'm going to
so
report.
Hey,
I'm going to
hey.
listen to it today.
Vinyl Piper, take my wife's name out of your mouth.
Okay. Hey, the most butthurt person about VCU winning is Russ. He wins. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.
later.
All right.